Greetings! It's time for all space battles, all the time. That is correct, it's space battle time. Get in, you idiots. Fine. Alright, the second the gunship takes off, they all move. So, back in Star Wars Battlefront 2, the classic. For a second I forgot what version I was playing. And I thought we'd just do only boarding missions. Well, not boarding missions, but space missions. Why not? Have some fun in life. Can't we do that? Are we not allowed to have fun in life anymore? Or has that been taken away from us? Anyway, so I figured we may as well just do some boarding missions. Ooh, shit. Ooh, that was painful. Right. Let's go. Right. The droids seem to be ignoring the only human. Day one, I have infiltrated the droids' command ship. So far, they don't know that I am not one of them. Okay, they may have figured it out that I'm not one of them. Yes, right. Auto turret defenses.
Their frigate has been destroyed.
Boosh. Nicely done. Right. Oh, we may as well follow the same tactic. Nice, got that. Right. Boop. As I said, how are you doing, audience? I hope you're doing well. As I said, I'm just playing a few handfuls of games, carrying on with things as usual. Nothing too revolutionary in that, I'm afraid. As I said, my studies are nearly wrapping up for the year, so I'll hopefully have a bit more free time to play games. I've even tempted to... I'm not tempted to kill myself, that's not an accurate thing. I'm tempted to try my hand at a few other different game types and things. Like maybe try some live streaming or try some longer format games. Might even do a thing where I go through, like, try and speedrun this campaign of this game and see how fast I can do it. Because I did that once before. I think I've told this a long time ago, but I don't think many people will remember. A friend of mine got this game, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and he fired it up and he was going through the campaign, and he was kind of, he'd never played one of these games before, and he's a strategy game player, so he never really played shooters. And, oh, he did actually play a few shooters, but he didn't really play that many. But anyway, point being, he was playing this, and he was struggling to do the first mission on Magito. Just couldn't, quite figure out, the shield generators and stuff to do like that. So he was having a bit of struggle with it. So I, being a fucking colossal asshole, got my laptop off and fired out the game, started the campaign, and proceeded to go through it. And I actually think by the time he got to Kashyyyk, I was at the Jedi Temple. And by the time he had gotten... and by the time he got into the Jedi Temple, I think I was... not at Yavin, I think I was Polis Masa. So I was just blitzing through the campaign while he was, learning and still struggling with it. And he got very fucking irritated at me because I was like, well, what level are you on? And he's like, that one. I'm like, oh yeah, that's super easy. I'm like 5 levels ahead. Oh, it was one of my more asshole moments, but it was kind of funny at the time. You sometimes have to remember to have fun like that sometimes. Ah, good times. Good times indeed. Right. Now, we are winning, although not huge amounts. I used all my boost. Whoa! The invincibility frame, or whatever I got from that, was very well received. Targeting control bridge. So I just drop all of my bomb payloads on nothing, because I'm a moron. I think our troops are still inside their cruiser and have quite a few of the gun turrets on side. Nice. Right. Oh yeah, we should admire the scenery, shouldn't we? Look. It's Felucia. Or is it Kashyyyk? No, it's Felucia, because it's all... Man, you'd have thought a world with that few seas, or those tiny little pocket seas. and no obvious north and south poles, like no Iceland would have been... Although I suppose Felucia is a humid jungle, so I suppose that's okay. That's interesting trying to think about how like a planet of actual only desert would actually function. Oh dear. My bomb payload just wasn't enough for the old V-Wing. I don't know, I don't think the V-Wing was actually a bomber. I think the V-Wing was actually an interceptor, wasn't it? I'm not super up to date on my Star Wars trivia, unlike 40k trivia, which I know a bit too much about. I'll have to remember. Oh, pull up. Ouch. Let's just ram our ship into theirs, why not? Man, their fighters seem to be ruling the sky, but then I suppose when we've got that many people inside boarding parties, it's not a huge issue. Look at the void of space. Ooh. I think I was boosting, although even then that just narrowly saved me. Nice! Victory won for the Republic. Good stuff, old bean. That'll do. Only 2 kills. Although, I did get the majority of points. And I suppose in boarding or space actions... No, wait, what? If this is Space Felucia, then the last one must have been Space... Eh? If this is Space Felucia, then the previous map must have been Space Kashyyyk. Okay, that's definitely an entirely green planet. So... Oh no, look. There's a few giant lakes. And yeah, there's a few swamps. There's swamps and stuff on there. Weird. So, but I thought Kashyyyk was a temperate world, but it had a lot of seas and stuff on it. Like, I know I'm over-analyzing the map, the background map design from a 2005 game, aren't I? But the point being, I thought Kashyyyk was a more ocean world. Like it had a lot of ocean and forest. Whereas it kind of seems here that it is more forest than ocean. Whereas Felucia below us seems to be entirely swamp. Which, to be fair, is accurate from what it is. Who was dropping bombs from the middle of nowhere? Was the enemy trying to bomb the gunship? You can do it, but you have to time it right, you mongs. Let's just hit it. Rockets, come on, 2 more. Here we go. Frigates are down. That will limit the amount of gun turrets that will be firing off at people. Right. Let's see if we can get ourselves parked close to the door. Boop. Fresh delivery. Hello. We're a boarding team. Don't act surprised. You probably expected to see us. I do like that there's actually like part of the new Star Wars Battlefront 2's missions, not online, actually has you boarding enemy ships and playing on there. But I think a more organic thing where you can play the space battle and boarding action in this sort of style would have been quite cool. I know it seems a bit sort of nah, but hard to balance. But then they could do it in 2005. Why can't they do it back then? I guess they were trying to flog loot boxes at us. Loot boxes are not as gameplay rewarding as boarding actions on space battles. Boop. Maybe I should... I'm not going to take over do any boarding next round, because I've got 3 rounds lined up of space battles. Because I kind of feel it's a bit cheating. It's far too easy to destroy their systems from the inside. Look, we're at 112 points already. That's a little bit unfair when compared to, say, the alternative. Ooh, those gun turrets are ripping us up, aren't they? Oh. Blast them. Blasted. Oh. Shot in the head. Poor Jango Fett clone. Alright. Actually, I'm just thinking about this. This makes me think of a debate I was having with my brother, because he's like, I want to get Mass Effect on PC, and I'm like, you should play it with a controller. He's like, no, you always play third person on a mouse and keyboard. And I'm like, no, you don't play third person games on a mouse and keyboard, especially something like Mass Effect or Action Adventure. You can play something like this third person perfectly easily. And I like it because the polygons are a bit more crisp than it is in first person. Even so, for precision shooting, no way would you play in third person when you could play it in first person. That just doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever. That's just my logic on the action. I mean, yeah, it's not what you do, is it? Rocket launcher. Grenades do a pretty decent amount of chip damage on these things, don't they? Although I imagine it's going to take both rockets and unloading a magazine of blaster fire into this thing to... Yeah, it's going to take, what, 1 magazine or 2? I'm leaning towards 2, actually, looking at the ammo counter go down. 1. Ooh. If you can give me 1 grenade... No, you give me energy. That's not really what I wanted. But if you... Ooh, almost 2 magazines. Interesting. But look at this. Just by camping their pilots, maybe I can understand why they didn't add boarding into New Star Wars Battlefront 2. Because look at this. We're just camping pilots and getting kills, and each one of those is leveling us up. Perhaps it is a little bit overpowered compared to fighting it out in the void. Especially since these guys can't even seem to get to gunships like fighters and stuff before we take him down.
Our communications relay has been destroyed.
I need ammo droid actually. Because 1 more pilot will finish this. There we go. Alright, we're basically taking over their ship with no hassle. Yeah, next round, no boarding actions. It's unfair. It is unfair for the common layman. 11 kills though, that's alright. Not bad from camping pilots. And being a general dick. Space my Gito. Right. We may as well play the droids. Can't play the Republic all day. Besides, the droids do get the best gunships in the game. Right. And because there's actually people in this gunship, we will actually have a full complement. So that's nice. Right. The greatest thing... Oh. No boarding actions. I've forbidden myself boarding actions. Oh, well. I guess we'll just use this thing as a giant fighter bomber. And to be fair, it is pretty powerful. As I said, the beam cannon and the missiles make it a pretty devastating weapon. Right. I mean, the beam cannon is probably the most powerful gun this thing has. You look how fast it fires, and look how much chip damage it does. Like, this ship is just being eaten apart. I imagine the crew are just going panicking and going, ah, what the fuck? You know, our ship's just being ripped to shreds. Somebody get, you know, fighter support on this. Ooh. Ah, good thing, good thing, good thing. Now, missile volley. Boom. And that's dead. Right, now we will target the one that we failed to get rid of earlier. I do love this map because the ships are in different positions and they move around. It just feels like more like a void battle. And you know, a gunship, like a turret, might not be so useful. But if you come back to it in a few minutes when, say, one of the escorts has moved, you know, towards your ship in a better sight line, then it's just a lot better. I think if they'd ever redo the fleet battles, they would have it. You'd have it so the escorts moved around, and maybe even the flagships. Although that would be slightly harder because you've got to readjust the spawn points for. Yeah, maybe it would just be simpler to do only the escorts move. But even so, right. Okay, the shields are down to half. That's nice. Oh, looks like that ship was trying to take me on with its main cannons. Hello, assault ship. You are dying. I'm afraid it's only going to take a couple more blasts from the laser to destroy you. Yup. Ooh. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Let's go. As I said, the beam cannon is incredibly powerful. That's why you can actually, if someone's an idiot enough to run straight at you in a fighter, you can actually destroy them with a single full shot with the burst laser. Or the beam laser. Oh. You know what? Let's go fighter hunting. Let's ignore the escort, the capital ship for a little while, and go fighter hunting. Missiles away. Right. I'm gonna aim. There we go. Look at that. 3 kills. I'm a fighter ace, basically. Because I must have already gotten more than 5. I'm a fighter ace in a fucking gunship. Like, this thing's just incredibly overpowered. The disadvantage is, of course, it is very slow. However, if you get the first shot off it, then that's not really an issue, is it? And you're slow, but you can take a decent amount of punishment. If you've got some rear gunners and side gunners and stuff, then you're doing okay. Ooh. Hello, gunship versus gunship. Let us duel. Over and under. Missiles. Away. Ooh, missiles missed. Jeez. Oh no, missiles came back. Full volley of missiles. I didn't get the kill for that? I did the majority of the work, I would say. I would have liked to at least have a mention in the company dispatches that I took out most of that thing's health. I'm trying to take a Republic Starfighter in this thing. It's a little bit more maneuverable than we are. Missiles. Hopefully the missiles will take it out. Good. Beam cannon. Oh, gunship. Hello, we're going to actually try and claim the award for killing this gunship, I think. Ooh, it's healing itself pretty quick. Missiles. Aww. End of the video. Disappointing, I was having fun.